Hello fellow adventurers and welcome back to the channel! Today, we re-embarking on an epic journey to one of the most breathtaking countries on the planet, Switzerland. If you've ever dreamt of fairy tale landscapes, pristine alpine lakes, and charming villages that look like they've been plucked straight from a postcard, then you've come to the right place. We've got 10 minutes to explore the absolute best that Switzerland has to offer. So grab your virtual hiking boots and let's dive in. First up, we're heading to the heart of the Bernese Oberland, to the stunning Lauterbrunnen Valley. Imagine this. A lush green valley floor, flanked by towering snow-capped peaks. 72 thundering waterfalls cascading down the sheer cliff faces. It's no wonder! This place inspired J.R.R. Tolkien's. The most famous waterfall here is Stahlbach Falls, which seems to turn to dust before it even hits the ground. You can take a scenic train ride up to the car-free villages of Wengen or Meran for even more spectacular views. Lauterbrunnen is the quintessential Swiss alpine experience, a must-see for any nature lover. Next, we journey to the iconic Matterhorn and the glamorous resort town that sits at its feet. This legendary, pyramid-shaped peak is one of the most photographed mountains in the world, and for good reason. It's mesmerizing! Zermatt itself is a completely car-free village which preserves its enchanting old-world charm. You can wander through its streets, listening to the gentle clip-clop of horse-drawn carriages. For an unforgettable experience, take the Gornergrat Railway, Europe's highest open-air cogwheel train. The panoramic view of the Matterhorn, the Gorner Glacier, and the surrounding 29 peaks is something you will never, ever forget. It's pure magic. From the high peaks, let's descend to the crystal-clear waters of Lake Geneva. On its shores, you'll find a slice of the Swiss Riviera and the beautiful town of Montreux. Famous for its annual jazz festival, Montreux has a vibrant, cultural feel. Stroll along the flower-lined promenade, which stretches 4 miles along the lake. Don't miss the medieval Schilin Castle, which seems to float on the water's surface. It's one of Europe's best-preserved medieval castles, and exploring its dungeons, great halls, and courtyards feels like stepping back in time. The combination of the shimmering lake, the alpine backdrop, and the palm trees gives Montreux a unique, almost Mediterranean vibe. Now, for a city break. Let's head to Lucerne, the picture-perfect gateway to central Switzerland. Nestled on the shores of Lake Lucerne and framed by mountains, this city is a visual treat. The centerpiece is the Chapel Bridge, O Arca Paribas, Shike, a covered wooden footbridge dating back to the 14th century. It's a symbol of the city and is adorned with paintings depicting Lucerne's history. Get lost in the cobblestone streets of the old town, admire the frescoed buildings, and be sure to see the poignant lion monument, a sculpture carved into a rock face that Mark Twain called the most mournful and moving piece of stone in the world. Lucerne beautifully blends history, culture, and stunning natural scenery. No trip to Switzerland is complete without visiting the Jungfrau region. Often called the top of Europe, we're talking about a high-altitude wonderland of glistening glaciers and eternal snow. The journey itself is an adventure. You'll board a train that tunnels through the Eiger and Monunch Mountains, arriving at Jungfraujoch, the highest railway station in Europe. Once at the top, you're greeted with a jaw-dropping vista of the Alest Glacier, the longest glacier in the Alps. You can walk through the Ice Palace, a series of tunnels carved inside the glacier, or step out onto the Sphinx Observatory for 360-degree views. It's an expensive trip, but the feeling of standing on top of the world is priceless. Let's switch gears and explore Switzerland's largest city, Zurich. Often mistaken for the capital, Zurich is a global hub for finance, but it's also bursting with culture and charm. Take a dip in the crystal-clear Lake Zurich, which is clean enough for public swimming right in the city center. Wander through the Altstadt, or Old Town, with its narrow medieval lanes and trendy boutiques. For art lovers, the Kunsthaus Zurich boasts an impressive collection of art from the Middle Ages to contemporary works. Zurich perfectly balances urban sophistication with a deep appreciation for nature, making it a dynamic and exciting destination. Our next stop takes us to Interlaken, the adventure capital of Switzerland, situated idyllically between 2 stunning turquoise lakes. Lake Thun and Lake Brienz, Interlaken is the perfect base for adrenaline junkies. The options are endless. paragliding over the lakes, canyoning in glacial gorges, whitewater rafting, or even skydiving with the Alps as your backdrop. If you prefer something a bit more relaxed, you can take a peaceful boat cruise on either of the lakes or hike up to Harderkolm for a fantastic bird's-eye view of the entire area. Interlaken is where you go to get your heart racing and create some thrilling memories. Let's head to the Italian-speaking part of Switzerland, to the canton of Ticino. Here, you'll find Lugano, a city that combines Swiss efficiency with Italian flair. The atmosphere is distinctly Mediterranean, with palm trees, lakeside promenades, and vibrant piazzas where you can sip an espresso. Take a funicular up to Monte San Salvatore or Monte Biar for breathtaking views of the city, the lake, and the surrounding mountains. Lake Lugano itself is perfect for swimming, boating, or simply relaxing by the shore. Lugano offers a wonderful change of pace, a sunny southern escape right within Switzerland. Finally, we can't forget the capital city itself, Bern. The old town of Bern is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and it's easy to see why. The city is built on a peninsula, surrounded by the turquoise Ari River. Its medieval character is beautifully preserved with covered arcades called Lobahn that stretch for over 6 kilometers, making it one of the longest covered shopping promenades in Europe. Visit the Zickglog, an ornate medieval clock tower with moving puppets. Climb to the top of the Bern Minster for a panoramic view, and maybe even say hello to the city's namesakes at the Bear Park. Bern is a wonderfully relaxed and walkable city, rich with history and charm. And there you have it! A whirlwind tour of some of the absolute best destinations in Switzerland. From the thundering waterfalls of Lauterbrunnen to the chic lakeside life in Lugano, this country truly has something for everyone. Of course, this is just scratching the surface of what Switzerland has to offer. Every valley and every village has its own unique magic waiting to be discovered. I hope this has inspired you to plan your own Swiss adventure. Which destination are you most excited to visit? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and do UNT forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next journey. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy travels.